You're watching Good Morning Nigeria. Time now to join Chukwudi Okodu-Ugbaja for newspaper review, but that will be in just a moment.
Well, Chooks is here. Chooks, good morning. This beautiful morning.
Why would I not be here? News and current affairs should never ever fail. Demo, good morning. How are you?
Great.
Claire, how now?
I did.
Brighten up a bit. This look you have is not customary. You compete with the sunshine, occasionally. Make it happen.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Well,
It's okay.
thank you, Chukwudi. Thank
It's
you.
okay.
Welcome. Thanks
Bless
for joining
you.
us here. So let's quickly start with the Daily Sun. And the Daily Sun begins with Senate in rowdy session over local government autonomy to tighten rules on local airlines, presses for minimum of 5 to 4 planes before operations. And then the lead caption, outrage over fresh petrol price hike. The Sun story confirmed as PMS cost rises to 989 per litre. I don't know where this is because I bought more than this yesterday. Food
No. In Lagos, it's 969. In Abuja, it's 1,000 plus. It varies from, southwest.
Yes,
and
you see,
north and all
but this one is misleading. It should put in Lagos because it's not 989. I was buying more than this here in Abuja before now. Yes, so it varies. Anyway, according to Daily Sun, food, stuff, transport fare, others skyrocket. Labour talks tough. Okay, and reps task federal government and food security call for urgent implementation of Exports Prohibition Act 2004. Kenduje dismisses North Central APC stakeholders' 7-day resignation ultimatum. Says group leader needs mental examination. Page 27. Tinubu, Jonathan, OBJ, others to grace Iwayamu's burial November 1. Adequate security measures in place, that's LOC. And Plateau killings, 3 family members, unborn baby killed in renewed attacks in Bokos. And Middle Belt elders reject regional government, fear majority ethnic groups will marginalize minorities. That's the outlook from Daily Sun. Okay, let's step ahead to leadership. And leadership leads with a number of stories on the front page. We stand with Supreme Court on local government autonomy, says Senate. It's trending just below the nameplate there. Concerns over Nigeria's rising mental health cases, as of course today is World Mental Health Day. Details of that is on page 7. Labour laments new petrol pump price as queues resurface. Details of that on page 4, but it comes with a number of riders. Unions demand clarity on end game. Liter of petrol now between 1,040 naira and 1,200 naira. FG unveils convert now, pay later portal for CNG. Now, world ranking, only Covenant Varsity makes top 1,000. Middle Belt elders, of course, I had already read that before. Only 134 LGAs in Nigeria are open defecation free. That's UNICEF. And cholera kills 13 in Niger. Above the nameplate, federal government to strengthen tertiary education and strikes. And of course, the picture here, Pope Francis holds a banner with a Lebanese flag as he meets with people on the day of the weekly general audience in St. Peter's Square at the Vatican yesterday. Ademola.
Right, I have the Daily Trust newspaper with me, and just below the nameplate, we have PDP crisis. Party leaders clash over Atiku, Wike, Details of that story is on page 13. NNPCL, MPA, 507 others score low in Transparency Accountability Report. That's the stories on page 23. Bandits kill 11, abduct others in Katsina communities. Details on page 6. And the headline story reads, NLC demands petrol price hike reversal. Federal government denies involvement as NNPCL adjusts cost above 1,000 per litre. It is unbearable, citizens, and new pricing unfavorable to us, Ipman. The details of that story can be found on page 4. Concerns over hurdles to mental health care in Nigeria. Details on page 3. Woman, 4 grandchildren die after taking PAP. The story is on page 20. Federal government finalizes plan for zero VAT on pharmaceuticals. And also Plateau LG poll, voting extended amid hitches. Chokes.
Yes, Demola is a ding-dong affair. Was it...
Demola is a ding-dong affair.
Yeah, was it Ole Fatoyinbo or Ernest Okonkwo when football got stalemated? They had a way of... It's a ding-dong affair. The petrol thing has become a ding-dong affair. I'm even, you know... I'm even, you know... Is it excited? Yeah. Interested in the fact that the NLC can still speak up about this matter. I think the situation has almost knocked everyone silly, apart from, except the NNPCL, that is, you know, at the helm of affairs concerning
I think
this.
everyone is just tired.
People are tired. Actually,
besides the fact that the price keep going up,
yes,
you don't even have the petrol to buy.
Yeah,
It's
not having the petrol to buy.
Yeah, I mean,
Immediately I
you don't
read,
see it. You
immediately
don't
I
go to
read
petrol stations.
yesterday or 2 days ago that the off-taker role of the NNPCL is no longer there. That means go and get your petrol from Dangote. I knew that something was going to happen again. So I think it's at this stage you begin to actually expect some stability, because the Petroleum Industry Act has kicked in, as it were, fully, you know, which we have been evading because this ill wind has not been blowing neither Claire nor Chukudi, you know, good, including Demola. It's unfortunate in the sense that if you actually speak to people in government, they don't have a lot of choice. They are left between the rock and the hard place concerning revamping, bringing back life into this economy. What we ask, we are not economists, is the measures being taken, are we sure they are the best? Are there options that we could have gone for and all that? Otherwise, the truth is that government is practically broke. They told us, they made it clear to us that even what we needed to service, I didn't say payback principle, the loans, it was beginning to outpace the earnings. So something had to happen. The question we ask at the end of the day is, are we doing it in a dialogue situation? Has action become so unilateral that the ordinary Nigerian feels estranged? The communication that is required. Yes, the president communicated when he broadcast to us on October 1. But I feel that the agencies, not the president this time around, please, the spokespersons should still speak about these things so that Nigerians would feel that we are in this fight together. You know,
someone said yesterday during Vox Pop on the
please
station.
push up your voice a bit. Have you been dazed so much by petrol price?
Permit my countenance.
It's okay.
Yes. You know, he said, don't look at the face.
Yes.
It is what is coming out.
Yes.
All right. So someone said yesterday that it will seem that price fixing now for petrol has become arbitrary. It's no longer controlled by the so-called market forces, because I don't understand the metrics anymore, how the market forces. Today, the price, it's like you turn on your tap.
Yes.
You turn it off, you turn it on at will. Because I really did not understand, permit me, I'm an art student, pure and whole. So I don't understand the connection, the nexus between the reason that NNPC gave, which is that, okay, now I am no longer an exclusive purchaser of fuel from Dangote.
Yes.
The window has been opened for other marketers to buy. And as a result of that, I am increasing, my cost of pump price.
Yes.
So I don't understand how that works.
No,
The logic is, if more people come in to buy, prices crash, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if more people come in to buy, prices crash. But the real leveler of all would be when it is no longer Dangote only, that is the private refinery owner. I mean, it's a substantial, production belongs to Dangote, at the private level. When you liberalize enough, make it possible for other people to join in, at a point, even Dangote, however huge he is, will have to remember that he has competitors on the
That is well noted.
So can we move towards that earnestly, since it seems that the Petroleum Industry Act has kicked in fully now?
Chukwudi, again, I know
That's the impression I
Demola
have.
doesn't want to say
I am
anything.
also an art student.
Demola doesn't
We
want
are
to
just conjecturing so that the experts you bring in would nice it up.
No,
Demola,
I just
Demola
want
is
to
one of the
listen.
bourgeois. He lives, he lives, yes, he's
Your
one of,
days-
Listen.
he doesn't
Your
want to say
days like
anything.
PMS,
Yes.
Ebola
Listen.
is demolished by
Yes.
pump price.
You know what?
I'm not.
I bought
No,
yesterday.
I'm not.
I bought yesterday at 1,075 naira. Not even the 1,040.
Is the whimsicality of it. Because some Nigerians are beginning to think that NNPCL wakes up, the other, partakers in this deal wake up. You like say we never raise this individual.
Exactly.
It still remain. Oh.
Yes, he still remain.
What if guys go tell you, say, we don't understand these guys again. No. I don't understand what they do.
Chukwudi,
And
it's
you
not
can't
funny.
blame them. Well, it's not funny, but if you don't inject
honestly,
humor into
it's-
trauma in
it's not
life,
funny. And God help you.
hypertension knocks on the
And
door.
God help you
So let's smile.
if we are like those, who ride on the four wheels with the, those of us who
You're
still
talking
use,
into my life.
those of us who still use, the old Peugeot, and that conserve.
No, if you're still doing that double carburetor that the best line has,
You'll be drinking
you're in
fuel like
trouble.
this.
No, I'm not in trouble. They are in trouble. They are in
And
trouble.
then
Who are the
they're facing all those cars.
Who are the day?
Fuel efficiency is it now?
They are in trouble.
So at the end of the day, again, let me
Anyway.
repeat. A level playing field that enables even the modular refineries can become part of the deal. That is when the market forces, Claire is talking about woodwork. When you know you are not the only one who can dictate the pace.
Anyway, we have very limited time. Another one is,
Today I know there's a lot of mental challenges there in town now because of all these challenges that we're going through. And today is
World Mental Health
Day.
And I'm very particularly delighted at the focus. Mental health at the workplace.
Yes.
So it's not only...
Demola and Claire, because of my experience, I'm dealing with a case of aphasia, sugar, hypertension, and dementia. You don't want to experience that for any of your relatives. I'm handling that in my home now. So when you mentioned mental health, I almost cringe. Many Nigerians, the problem we have on the continent is that we think that it's only when people go raving mad that we should be concerned. Even depression is part of mental health that needs to be looked into. So we need to wake up and recognize the early signs. Because in my own case, they will tell me, if you had come when you started seeing, differences and all that, maybe we could have helped. But somebody said, no, the kind you have seems to be progressive. and it has to do with a blood vessel and all that.
Basically, the problem actually is ability to be able to identify when someone is going into depression or when somebody has that mental
Yes,
issue.
when melancholy lasts too long for otherwise very debonair Claire, very cheerful Claire. And it lasts for up to 3 days. For crying out, take her to a doctor.
You know this story of this small boy that trended on social media for a long time. Mommy be coming down, mommy be coming down, and we heard that the woman eventually committed suicide.
Yes.
All right, Chukwudi.
We need to learn how to deal with it. It's frustrating.
We would have talked about the motion yesterday, the floor of the National Assembly on local government, Supreme Court's decision on local government. But as always, time just goes.
We have to call it.
Let them just obey the Supreme Court. I don't know what further discussion there is on it.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Have a good day, too. All right, let's go for a short break. Good morning, Nigeria. We'll be back in just a moment.